Few actors from television's golden era carry the enduring legacy of Lee Majors, best known for his iconic role as Colonel Steve Austin in The $6 Million Man. Majors became a household name in the 1970s and 1980s, combining classic, good looks, rugged charm, and a natural flair for action. But Majors' journey from a small-town athlete to one of the most recognizable stars in pop culture wasn't always smooth. In this Then versus Now, long-form biography, we trace the rise, the challenges, and the ongoing legacy of Lee Majors, the man who helped redefine TV stardom. Lee Majors was born as Harvey Lee Erie on April 23, 1939, in Wyandotte, Michigan. Tragedy struck early in his life. His father died before he was born, and his mother passed away in a car accident when he was just 2 years old. He was adopted by relatives in Kentucky, where he grew up and eventually excelled in sports. A star athlete, Majors earned a scholarship to Indiana University and later transferred to Eastern Kentucky University. He was a standout in football and track but suffered a back injury that ended his dreams of a professional sports career. That twist of fate would ultimately push him toward acting. After college, Majors moved to Los Angeles and worked as a park recreation director while taking acting classes. He was soon discovered by talent scouts, thanks in part to his resemblance to a young James Dean. His breakout role came in 1965, when he was cast as Heath Barkley in the ABC Western, The Big Valley. Opposite Barbara St. The series ran until 1969 and established Majors as a rising TV star. He continued to build his resume with appearances in series such as Owen Marshall, Counselor at Law, and various made-for-TV movies. But it was his next role that would change everything. In 1973, Majors was cast as Colonel Steve Austin, a former astronaut rebuilt with bionic implants. In The $6 Million Man, the series became a cultural sensation, mixing science fiction, action, and drama with groundbreaking special effects. Majors brought heart, stoicism, and physicality to the role. The show ran for 5 seasons, 1974 to 1978, and Majors became one of the most recognizable faces on television. He performed many of his own stunts, which added to his authenticity and appeal. The show also spawned merchandise, comic books, and spin-offs, including The Bionic Woman starring Lindsay Wagner. While his professional life was soaring, Majors also made headlines for his personal life. In 1973, he married rising Hollywood starlet Farrah Fawcett. The couple became the ultimate 70s power pair, regularly featured on magazine covers. However, their demanding careers and constant media scrutiny took a toll. They separated in 1979 and eventually divorced. Despite their split, Majors has spoken with admiration and affection for Fawcett in later interviews. After The $6 Million Man, Majors didn't fade from the spotlight. In 1981, he returned to television in another hit series, The Fall Guy, playing Colt Seavers, a Hollywood stuntman who moonlights as a bounty hunter. Majors brought humor, action, and charisma to the role. The show ran for 5 seasons and further cemented his status as an action star. Majors again performed many of his own stunts and even sang the theme song, Unknown Stuntman. Then, in the 1970s and 1980s, Lee Majors was the quintessential television hero. Handsome, stoic, brave, and physically commanding. He dominated screens and brought a sense of grounded realism to high-concept roles. Now, in recent years, Majors has embraced his legacy while continuing to work in film and television. He has appeared in shows such as Weeds, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and even returned as Steve Austin in various $6 Million Man reunion TV movies. Majors now represents a living connection to a golden era of television, and his presence brings nostalgia, gravitas, and warmth. Lee Majors has been married 4 times. His current wife, Faith Majors, is nearly 35 years his junior, and the couple married in 2002. By all accounts, the two share a supportive and private life. Majors is a father to 4 children from previous relationships. He has often spoken about his regrets in not always being present during his early years of fame, but has worked to rebuild relationships. Despite decades in the limelight, Majors has remained grounded and known for his professionalism, humility, and kindness to fans. While many stars of his era struggled with career decline or personal demons, Majors largely avoided public scandals. Still, the transition from leading man to aging star was not without hurdles. Roles became fewer in the late 90s, and health issues slowed his pace. Nevertheless, Majors continued to take guest roles and cameo appearances that played off his legacy. He embraced his status as a nostalgic figure while refusing to become a caricature. In recent years, Lee Majors has been celebrated at conventions, award shows, and retrospectives. He has received Lifetime Achievement Awards and has been a guest of honor at science fiction and pop culture events. Fans from multiple generations line up to meet him, recalling episodes of The $6 Million Man or The Fall Guy with vivid affection. His charm remains intact, and his stories about working with classic co-stars are treasured. Lee Majors didn't just play heroes, he embodied the archetype, whether soaring across the screen in slow-motion bionic leaps or chasing down criminals. As a daredevil stuntman, he represented rugged individualism, determination, and quiet strength. His impact extended beyond the roles. He showed how to evolve with age, how to accept typecasting without bitterness, and how to maintain dignity in a shifting industry. As of now, Lee Majors is in his 80s, still occasionally appearing in projects and fan events. His legacy endures in reruns, DVDs, streaming platforms, and most importantly, in the hearts of those who grew up watching him. From Heath Barkley to Steve Austin to Colt Seavers, Majors brought timeless characters to life with sincerity and charisma. He proved you don't need a cape or superpowers to be a hero sometimes. All you need is heart, grit, and a $6 million spirit. Subscribe now for more long-form biographies of legendary actors and actresses.